David Ryan writes in and says, Beyond.
Beyond.
Dear everybody, I recently platinumed Infamous Second Son to earn my first ever platinum and couldn't help think that even though it was expert difficulty, it wasn't very expert at all. The DUP enemies and bosses felt just as tough as they did the first time around, and the only thing I noticed that was harder was that it took significantly less bullets before Delsin was close to death. My question is, do you think game toughness levels are too close to each other these days to appeal to a wider audience? And do you miss soul-crushing difficulty levels of yesteryear? Thanks and Beyond, David Ryan.
Nope, I don't miss soul-crushing difficulty levels. I honestly wouldn't know about what the differences are in difficulty levels. I always just play on normal. I don't ever like crank it up and play the expert mode.
The only time I
mode.
ever crank it up is for platinums, and that's why I did it in Infamous, and that's why I do it in Uncharted. And usually, I mean, I agree 100% with David. I did not find Infamous expert different at all, except for you got hurt way quicker, and it took a little bit longer. It felt like to drain smoke. So there's more. Mainly, upping the difficulty only ups my frustration. It seems like it's not like I feel like, oh man, I've overcome something. It's just like there's more points where I'm like, what the fuck? Fuck off! I'm killing you. Heal. What are you doing? God damn it.
Yeah. Okay, so don't play Dark Souls.
No. Well, I mean, I've played Dark Souls, or not. I've played Dark Souls and Demon Souls. I haven't touched Dark Souls 2 yet. I get that. And that's what my main thing is, like, for you, it's not even, when you play that, are you playing it on the hardest difficulty?
That's not a thing. There's just one difficulty.
Okay.
But my example of, like, the best difficulties in games would be Halo. Maybe even just, like, Halo Combat Evolved.
Okay.
Like, easy, you can just run through that.
Sure.
And do whatever you want. And on Legendary, it's not only are they just tougher, they have more like health and do more damage, but they're smarter. And that's something I always enjoyed. If it's just difficulty where everyone's doing the same thing, there's the same enemies, but they're stronger and like you're weaker.
Yeah.
I'm not really getting anything out of that.
You like them smarter.
Yeah. Smarter is better. But also in Dark Souls, they have this neat thing where, you know, your bonfires are your checkpoints, right? You can burn this bonfire aesthetic, and then all the enemies in the area are as strong as they would be on your next New Game Plus in your current game. I like seeing neat ways of tweaking with difficulty like that.
See, and that's an interesting point, because like in Arkham City, I beat it and then started New Game Plus and loved New Game Plus and beat it. And it was one of those things where the enemies were smarter and they didn't put the thing over their head when they were about to strike. You had to time it with them. So I felt more like Batman playing that.
But you already have all your
I had a bunch of
from the
upgrades.
last
I had a
game,
bunch
right?
of upgrades. Yeah. So that felt good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't miss NES games that were so tough you couldn't play. You know what I mean? Where you're just like, fuck this.
Did you ever?
I need a game genie.
I don't play games for a challenge. I play games to have fun.
Right. I want to get lost in the experience.
I remember when you did the Dead Space 2 review, you were going to go back and do that mode where you have like 5 saves or something.
Right.
You
had 3 saves. You got to save 3 times to get the trophy. I started it at work because like I played Dead Space 2 when I was it was like during a Christmas break when no one was here. Me and Hillary came in every day and did stuff, and him and Colin wanted to play board games one day. But no, I came in and I did it, and I got like 4 hours in and died. And it was like, well, now you got. I'm like, nope. I just.
So you did
I'm
do
not
the 4 hours over because you didn't save.
Yeah, and I was like,
no, thanks.
I'm not going to do this. Sorry. Like it's just like that was one of the times you had to like weigh the. No, I'd rather spend 4 hours doing something else than replaying the same section that I've already played a few times. You should.
Good
know it,
talk.
though. Coward.
That's not very nice.
Cowardly Brian. That's what I call it.
That's me?
Yeah.